Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Welcome to another edition of the Body Bag series, where we body bag narratives, one fanboy at a time. Canelo Alvarez versus MAKABU would be the biggest cherry pick in boxing history? Look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And my brother reached out to me on Twitter and tell me, IBFP, I've just seen a video from DBN where he says that Canelo Alvarez versus MAKABU is the biggest cherry pick ever in boxing history. And you know we gotta keep that same energy. Now when you look at DBN, I've located the video where this dumbass basically says that MAKABU, who's a certified world champion 2 weight classes above Canelo Alvarez, is a cherry pick. Now let me explain something to you first. Let me give you a general disclaimer. Just because you don't like a boxing match does not mean it's a cherry pick. Just because it's not the fight you want doesn't mean it's a cherry pick. Now, I understand a lot of people don't want to see the fight. I have no problem with that. But to call a fight where a guy moves up 2 weight classes fighting a certified world champion, that's not a cherry pick, dumbass. You're just in your feelings. And so let me break it down even further. When you look at Alongo MAKABU, this guy's a certified world champion. If he unified with anybody in his division, would that be a cherry pick for them? No, you dumbass. If Jamal Charlo moved up 2 weight classes to fight MAKABU tomorrow, would that be a cherry pick? No. Andrade, no, it would not be. You're keeping a different standard for Canelo Alvarez. Let's be honest and unbiased. See, if that's the biggest cherry pick, Canelo moving up in weight fighting a world champion, then what did you call Jamal Charlo facing a guy like Brandon Adams, who Brandon Adams moved up in weight and who was never a world champion? Why is that not the biggest cherry pick ever? Make that make sense. Why is Jamal Charlo facing Dennis Hogan, who moved up in weight, coming off of a loss and who was never a world champion? Why was that not the biggest cherry pick ever? Why was Tank Davis moving up in weight to fight Mario Barrios, who was never a world champion? How was that not the biggest cherry pick ever? How was it not the biggest attempted cherry pick ever when Demetrius Andrade said he refused to fight David Benavidez at 168 because he didn't have a title, but he signed a contract to fight Dusty Hernandez Harrison at 168, who's never been a world champion? See, the problem with Dante's big breast nation is that he doesn't keep that same energy, and we know why. Because he's actually upset, angry, mad, and jealous that a Mexican is the face of boxing, that Canelo Alvarez is the king of boxing, fighting the best competition. He's an elite fighter, and he's doing everything to make Dante feel like a dumbass for always picking against him, always hating on him, simply based off the color of his skin. Because men lie, women lie, but the facts don't lie.